All right, Black in the gun. Snap back to him. Rolling to his right, throwing, and it's dropped out there. Dropped by Session, right in his hand. Right in his hands, I should say. Incomplete pass. 10:04 to go. And that'll bring up 4th down. They've got to pick up 10 yards here. They give up the football.
And yeah, we've got mainly a second-string defense here. Of course, they're self-destructing themselves. He dropped that. He probably would have had a first down. He was out there in the flat. And then the play before, where the quarterback just threw it away.
All right, Donald facing 4th down now. It's 4th and 10 for Jacksonville at the Carthage 17-yard line. 10:04 to go in the 4th quarter. Carthage up 43-6. Snap back to Black. He's pressured. Now he's going to roll to his left. Is he going to run it? Throws it into the end zone, and it is caught for a touchdown. Is there a flag? There is no flag. That should be a 17-yard TD pass.
Well, we were getting held big time on that play. That's why I was throwing up my hold sign in front of you, Larry, but they didn't call it, and Eric Robinson's down there chewing on a referee. But they were holding Greg Graves terribly.
So a 17-yard pass gives touchdown pass gives Jacksonville a touchdown. Here's a swinging gate. They snap it back to Black. He's going to throw into the end zone, and this one's incomplete. Tried the swinging gate. Went with the pass on the 2-point conversion, no good. Carthage leads at 43-12, 9:56 to go in the 4th. Back right after this.
At First State Bank and Trust Company, we understand how important a dependable, independent bank is to growing families, farms, and businesses. That's the reason you'll find a level of respect and customer service here that is uncommon today. If that sounds like the kind of strong, can-do bank you're looking for, come let us show you more. A lot more. First State Bank and Trust Company, Carthage, deep in the heart of Panola County. Member FDIC.
Courtney Construction of Carthage knows the oil field and pipeline business. Courtney Construction provides equipment and labor for pipeline jobs, facility installations and repairs, compressor installations, pit closures and reclamations. Courtney Construction can provide the equipment, personnel, and resources required to install up to 24-inch pipe. Courtney Construction has the labor, the equipment, and the know-how. So call 903-694-2911. Courtney Construction, Highway 79 North in Carthage.
Well, Jacksonville has scored their first touchdown since midway through the first quarter. It's 43-12, Carthage, 9:56 to play in the 4th quarter. And Carry-On will kick it away here. Bulldogs halfway expecting a onside kick, so they've got a couple other players up close to the 50-yard line.
Beckball's down 18-8 at the end of the 3rd quarter.
But we do have 2 men back deep. And let's see, one of them I think is T. Goree, that's right. And let's see, here's the squib kick, and we fall on it. Good coverage there, falling on it, and falling immediately to the ground was a lineman, number 76.
Will Harris, my cousin.
All right, how about that?
If they do something good, they're going to be kin to me. If they don't, I won't mention it.
Okay, now he's the son of who?
I don't know. He's not kin to me that I know of. I'm just playing.
Okay. I thought you were serious.
No.
Okay.
Moving right along.
Major Harris too. He can be my cousin if he does something good.
Now I know who his dad is.
Yeah, we do too.
All right, 1st and 10 for Carthage at their own 44. And the quarterback is Jalen Allison, the junior. Allison hands off to running back coming to his right, and flag on the play, and the running back is brought down for a loss of about 3 yards, and that's another new running back in there. This is our 4th of the ball game. This is Chris Walton, a senior. And there was a loss of about 3, but there is a flag that stops play.
Looks like a holding type call. But it's something from the side judge.
They're going to turn this down. Loss of 3. At least that's what the Jacksonville coach signal. Don't know if the referee knows that. Yes, he does. All right, so a loss of 2 yards on the play for the Bulldogs. Loss of 2. And that will make it 2nd down and, or let's call it a loss of 3, make it 2nd down and 13. 2nd and 13 for Carthage at our 42. All right, the clock is rolling once again. 9.5 minutes to go. 2nd down and 13. Allison, the quarterback, hands off to the fullback this time, and he is going to be stopped for a loss on the play.
That's O'Donnell.
That's James Donald.
Yeah, he moved in from Beckville.
And that is a loss of one more.
He's finding out what 3A ball's all about, too.
9:05 left to go in the fourth quarter. Carthage up 43-12 over the Jacksonville Indians. So the Bulldogs are going to maintain their winning streak here at Bulldog Stadium, have yet to lose. We played 3 full seasons here and won all five games each year, so 3 times 5 is 15. Then we've won 2 playoff games here against Tatum and Gladewater in those 3 years, so a total of 17. This will make 18 in a row. And here's the handoff, and it goes to running back, and he almost broke it, but he does manage to pick up 4 yards, and that was that is Chris Walton right there, gain of 4.
4th down. Let's try and let as much clock run off as we can.
And going back to last year, this will be 13 wins in a row because we won the last 12 of 2010.
I'm looking for 32. 31, 31 we've already done, so I'm looking for 32.
4th down and 10 for Carthage at their own 45. 8 minutes and counting. 8 minutes to go.
Yeah, we need to start talking a little bit about next week's game, Larry, and their foes coming up. We're going to go to Lindale next week. Of course, we beat them on a Hail Mary bomb at the end of the game last year. A play called by the quarterback to the sidelines, and they knotted it up. We got a penalty flag.
You think about the games last year, and we came from behind. We were behind by 2 touchdowns, I think, twice against Henderson. Came back to beat them. That incredible game against Brownwood, the best high school game I've ever seen. And so it's sometimes easy to forget that Lindale game, which was one great ball game. As you said, a last-second throw by Anthony Morgan won that one.
Cortland Ware, wide open.
And then we're going to play those Eagles again. They have a no-huddle offense. And we'll be going to Lindale this time. All right, we're going to punt it. Line of scrimmage is the 40. Major Harris is a deep snapper. And here is a flag on the play, and it stops the play.
Motion penalty. Move us back another 5.
And, of course, remember, there's a family relationship involved next week. The superintendent over there is the brother of Scott Surratt. 7.5 minutes to go. Let's go, guys. Let's keep this one rolling here. Okay, latest scores. Let's see. Henderson was up big, weren't they?
Yes.
Beckville was down.
18-8, the last I heard.
And still no score from Diboll. 4th down now and 20. 4th and 20. Here's a good snap. Gonzalez gets off pretty good kick. And they're going to come up, and Menifee takes it at his 30-yard line and returns it for 7 yards out to the 37.
Good play there. What was that on the tackle there? 22. That's Callaway, along with number 15, cousin Major Harris. 7:11 left in the ball game. 43-12. Bulldogs have come out impressive on a 4A team, which incidentally went pretty far in their district last year. They had John Tyler in their district, and everybody just thought it was a shoe-in. And didn't they make the playoffs? They did.
Now they did win some close games, but they finished 5-2. They were 3rd.
Okay.
They were 3rd, and they made the playoffs. Lost in by district, but had a 7-4 record, and again 3rd place in that pretty tough district 14-4A. All right, now they've got it at their own 37. 7:11 left to play in the game. Black is still in there as a quarterback. He's going to be in the gun. Snap back to him. Hands off to the running back. This is Session coming left. Wrapped up immediately in the backfield for a loss. Okay, we got to give credit to who those young men are.
86 on the play. Will Harris. And there was no one else.
Oh, that was Robertson and Sammy Chore.
Okay.
All right, that's a loss of 4 on the play. Loss of 4. And it is 2nd down and 14. We're now under 7 minutes to go. As as we're just sort of playing out the clock here. Both teams pretty much keeping it on the ground, because I think both teams are ready to get this one finished and get into an air-conditioned dressing room. 6:25 to go, and here is Black going to carry himself and stop for no gain. Keeps the clock running, and before the next snap will be well under 6 minutes.
That was Graves and Jamarcus Robertson again on the tackle. And those are our backups. And they played heck of a game, especially Graves. So that's promising.
And Jacksonville calls a timeout. We'll take one with them. 6 minutes left to go here in the fourth quarter.
Open the door to new opportunities with Farmers State Bank. Whatever your banking needs may be, Farmers State Bank can help. We care about your financial well-being and want to help you make the right decisions. Come in and let our friendly, knowledgeable staff tell you about the different products and services available to meet those needs. If you do not know how easy banking at Farmers State Bank can be, let us show you today. We cannot wait for you to join our family. Farmers is an FDIC member and equal housing lender.
6 minutes left to go in the ball game. Carthage leading 43-12 over the Jacksonville Indians. It's 3rd down and 15 for Jacksonville.
You know, they say next year Kilgore is moving down into 3A. The story has it, but you know, you get to think about it now, the old 4A is the new 3A. We're Henderson, Kilgore, the same teams we played when I played when we were 4A.
Black in the gun, snap back to him. He wants to throw it, throws it on a screen to the right side. It's caught, and he does manage to get loose. 30, 35, 40, still on his feet, dropped at the 41-yard line. They pick up good yardage, but not a first down. Going to be about 6 yards shy after a gain of about 8 yards.
Donald on the tackle for the Dogs. Under 6 minutes left. Trying to play this game out, get nobody hurt, get ready for Lindale.
And if you're in the Carthage area and you're saying, well, you know, I want to go to at least one home game. Of course, we got Henderson coming up later in the year, big district game, but boy, they're a big one here in 2 weeks. Chapel Hill, who really thrashed us last year over at Chapel Hill and ranked #1 in the state in some polls. They're going to be here in 2 weeks. Remember, they were a finalist in Division I, losing to Henderson in the championship game. 5:08 to go in the fourth quarter. 4th down. Jacksonville going for it. Black rolling to his right. Still rolling, looking right, throwing right, and it is incomplete. We're going to get the football in great field position at the Jacksonville 41-yard line. Let's see if we can get a couple of first downs and run out this clock.
And you know, we've got a defensive lineman that's playing for them this year that left us, number 64, Hamilton, last year. Was it Hamilton? That was his last
Josh
name.
Hamilton.
Yeah. His daddy took a job over there somewhere, and so he ended up in the Chapel Hill School District. And Chapel Hill even treated KGAS bad last year. We were on top of a press box, and it was 100 degrees. And needless to say that Mr. Hanson was not a happy camper.
It was only after the 4th move.
Well, I'll tell you what upset me about that. We were told to go across the field, and we were set up in a room that had room for 4 people. And when we left, there was 1 person, and I watched the rest of the ball game. There was only 1 person in that room for the rest of the night. And well,
we're going to take care of that.
I want us to put up a box across the field, and we're going to send that guy across. All right, here's the handoff to the running back, and this is Walton again, isn't it? That's Chris Walton, and picking up about 3 yards to the 38.
You know, Chris came in a lot last year when the 2s were in. He ran pretty well. He was a junior last year, I guess, and he did a pretty good job for us when the 2s came in.
Chapel Hill will broadcast from the deck.
All right, 2nd and 7 at the Jacksonville 38-yard line.
Something about that night last year just didn't start out right, you know?
Yeah, it did not start out right, and it got worse.
That's right.
I've always told Beverly that, that with Coach Surratt here and the teams we've had, that we would not travel at Thanksgiving. I'll finish it here in a second. Here's 4:05 to play in the ball game. Bulldogs up to the line of scrimmage, and the handoff goes to Walton again. Big fella lumbers across the 35 down to the 33. Told her, let's not make any travel plans for Thanksgiving because we're going to be playing. And I went home after Chapel Hill and I said, okay, let's go to Alabama Thanksgiving.